is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going for it all. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. That's reeled in. It's Moore. Runs through a man. He got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got enough for the first. There he goes. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. To the air, it's Hammond. Throws for the tight end. Hauls it in with one hand. Two-hand catches are preferable, not always necessary. Sticking the big mid up there and hauling it in.
And how about the play by the tight end, bailing his QB out? Because that was not a perfect throw, but he just stuck out that big paw and reeled it in.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught by Williams on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some...
Got a little grass. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Moore. Here comes the heat. He sacked this defense all over him.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
He wants to change this route. Run the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead he gives up the big safety.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Finds his man, it's Johnson.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The run inside, it's Williams. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires on the move. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Could be an alley. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going forward in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Williams. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to pass, it's Hammond. Wide out trying to get it in. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll go play action with Moore. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Got a man. It's Johnson. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's Moore to throw. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The offense changing the play. Again, it's Moore. Firing to the right, complete. Quick step and go. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. So now it's 2nd and long. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Now facing a 3rd and long. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Moore from the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Dante Moore. Flushed out of the pocket. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. The sure hands, it's Simmons. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Here's the pressure. And it's a sack. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Unloads it downfield. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And the Red Raiders will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Throwing Moore. Makes the grab. It's Stewart. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. Fires to the big fella. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Right on the money. Powers through. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Oregon. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Running inside, it's Williams. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. To the air, it's Hammond. Pressure coming. Turns it on in midfield. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offensive quarterback find one, they could hurt you. And you saw it right there on the crossing.
They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Red Raiders, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Offense in a bunch formation. To throw, it's Hammond. Now he's going to break the pocket. He wants it all. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third down, he drops the throw. Lets it fly. To the end zone and is picked off. Running through contact. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Ducks! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
Here he comes with the return. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass on second down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Using his feet to buy time.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Gonna take a shot. Incomplete on fourth down. Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Tommy Rowe on the sideline.
Catching up with the Fighting Irish head coach before the game. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Reese?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Coming out with it, it's Davison. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They're working that left side.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. The best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Hill. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
The Ducks are rolling down the field. Looking for space. It's Hill. Got enough for the first. Might have a chance. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Run in the red zone. It's Davison. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in is this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Here's Carr to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. From the gun on third down, Carr. On target to the left. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give is to Williams. Here's a little room there. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by this defense because second and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, third and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
Play action, C.J. Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Throwing, Carr. Unloads to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough, and there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple.
Picked off! A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Now here's Carr. He's taking the shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the ground with the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Here's more to throw. Looking long. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They'll go right back to the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. Carr. Got his man. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. Fourth down, Carr. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon! A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Fowler, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Hill. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside. It's Davison. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He makes the catch.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up in the touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Looking left. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
So many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Davison. Maybe a crease. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Dante Moore. Caught in the backfield. It's Hooks. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They want to run this quarterback. Can't get him to the ground. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. Pulled down for the tackle. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Handoff for Frazier. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
And that's exactly what you wanted from this offense, man. Just breathe a little bit easier, created a little bit of space by getting that first down. Now I wonder, now does this open it up? Does this give us a chance now on first down, be more aggressive, more space on the football field, less concerned about maybe going backwards?
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll give to Frazier. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. There's a crease. Got enough space. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Ducks. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he's going to bring this one out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Using his feet. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return. welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. It's the LSU Tigers and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, he said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air, it's Levitt. Snagged out of the air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. That's caught. It's Berry. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
To the air on first down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He lofts one down the sideline. Brings it down on the right side. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
Running the red zone, it's Berry. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
I think there's a couple of schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. A play-action fake seems simple, but there are some intricacies for the quarterback.
Reese, you're right. The danger for a quarterback in play-action is that you're turning your back to the defense when you're trying to execute the play fake to the running back. So you have no idea what's happening behind you, and you have no presence for where that rush is coming from. All of a sudden, you whip your head back around, and oftentimes it's too late. You saw that right there.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
On 4th down, going to the air. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And he tacks on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Davison. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Gonna run it. It's Hill. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, they squelched that play so fast. Can you even still call it a sweep?
You can sweep that play under the rug and not run it again because it was very unsuccessful.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Throwing more. He put some heat on that one down the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Ducks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Moore will throw. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Fires quickly. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Red pass hits complete. Could not make his way to the corner. The Ducks moving quickly to the line.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Dante Moore wants to throw again. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Quarterback making adjustments. In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Not a ton of play calls for third in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Levin. Throws to the wideout. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
This time, it's complete.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guys sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets destroyed. Nice job by the QB putting a little extra sauce on it.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Moore makes the catch. It's Stewart. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. Already find a hole in that secondary. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Quick completion on the out. There he goes. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Scanning the field, it's Levin. Pocket breaking down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Complete to the left. He's down right there, but he has plenty to pick up the first down.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Escapes the pressure to his right. He'll pull it down and run. Past the 40. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, Tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Brown. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quarterback adapting. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, man. You get the sack, next play, timing route, ball's coming out quick. They're trying to get some positive yards back. They're not fooled. They break on the football, and they do exactly what you need to do on those slant routes. You want to go over the middle? You're going to pay.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's more to throw. Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Dante Moore. That's caught. It's Davison. Gain of 8. It's now 3rd and 2.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the Ducks are flying down the field. Running inside, it's Davison. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Throwing more. The quick out. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
And on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Ducks want to move quickly. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Ducks! And that one will give them the lead.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And they tacked on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw. It's Levin. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Pulls it in, it's Berry. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
2nd down after the offense recovered its own fumble. The run inside. It's Berry. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Spins away from the defense. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. LSU trying to convert a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. That took nerves of steel to convert that 4th down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the 3rd quarter to create some momentum, help them go crazy, help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big 4th down conversion.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Now let's take a look at the stats and what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They give it to him again. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Got it looking for the 1st down. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field. That's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that 1st down.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Durham. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on 4th down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Got room to work. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can.
Makes the grab in their space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. That last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Rushes on him. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Not all drops are equal, and those are frustrating, man. Those are the ones where you're going to move the sticks. Nice job seeing the middle of the field come open. The first down marker's right there, and that's a big, costly drop for this offense.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Throws to the tight end. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
It was a massive miss.
Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Ducks will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. Here's Arch to throw. That's caught. It's Townsend. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Puts it out of the air. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Brown.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Arch Madness throws to the wideout. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
How about that athleticism by the tight end, stretching out and diving to haul that pass in. Great play.
The Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Art's going to spin it again. Catch in the middle, it's Wingo. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
He'll bring it out. It's Davison. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for room, it's Hill. Shakes off the defender. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Got it behind the line. It's Moore. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Down a touchdown right out of the chute. They'll try to keep their first drive alive by converting on 4th down from their own territory. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Arch is going to throw for it. Here's a heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Fires to the tight end. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Here's Manning to throw. Moving out to the right. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it out. It's Davison. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think...
Caught, and he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big...
Looking for a huge play. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. With the catch, it's Townsend. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
And the Longhorns come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Manning from the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throwing Manning. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Brown.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting...
Makes a grab and room to run. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride, and that's why he gets the touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Coming out with it, it's Hill. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Moore. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up with tempo. They're ready to do it again.
At the 20, he's got space. Snowed under by the defense. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. Quickly complete. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Might be changing the route. Moore to the air. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas! Took it all the way back to the house.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. caught at the 25. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. More to the air again. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Dante Moore. Stepping to the right. Touchdown Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, what a great way to end the first half. It wasn't a perfect first half. A lot of mistakes, still trailing by a lot. But here's the deal. Now you put yourself in a position, go make some things happen. Force some turnovers, play good in the second half. Who knows what will happen?
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. The Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Under fire. At the 35, he's got room. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I know this is an offense, but you don't have plays designed for your quarterback to hold on to the ball that long when you're throwing from an empty set. You have got to get rid of the football soon.
Throwing more. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Moore will throw. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Ducks! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Again, it's Moore. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Takes it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And how about the defense coming up huge? It looked like this was going to get really, really close, and they do what they do, man. Make that one big play, Palmer. Force not only the turnover, and then take it all the way back to the house. They looked like they were about to give up points, and then all of a sudden, they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback too, David. I get it. You're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. They took it to the house and added insult to injury.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He's got it on the right. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Moore. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. And the Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense got it. They're on the run. Nice pickup on the return, but more.
A neutral site matchup here today with fans from both sides filling the stadium. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Oklahoma Sooners. Great to welcome in Holly Will now, reporting from the sidelines. Holly?
I caught up with the Ducks head coach before the game. Coach is using a great motivational tactic in the locker room with his team. He told me this is the best game outside of the playoffs in this postseason. And challenging our guys to put on a show for our fans. They want to make sure people know we will be in the playoff next year. And that motivation all starts here today with a terrific top 25 matchup. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Holly.
The Ducks will kick it away and start us off.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. He escapes the pocket. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
You love to see this as an offensive play caller. Now you're creating 2nd and short. Beautiful scramble by the quarterback. He gets himself up the field. Not quite a first down, but now it's time to take a shot. This is where you go heavy play action and put that ball down the field. 2nd and short is the perfect time for this play. These are the type of run plays that can build into future success. I know it doesn't look like much, right? It's 2nd down, you move the chains, that's all great. But that's the exact type of run that you can play off of later in the game, get to play action pass, and get those safeties down near the line of scrimmage. Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down of bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
This is a great example, Chris, of man-zone principles within the passing game. You run a drag route, normally people think that that just continues to race across the field, but that's not the case against zone, which they're getting here. You find the soft spot and you hook up, give the numbers to your quarterback, and then he's able to frame that ball up for a completion. That is a great job of recognition by the wide receiver and being on the same page with the quarterback.
Here's the second down play. Play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Makes the grab. It's Sategna. And he goes out right near the 45-yard line.
I feel like this quarterback is seeing the defense really well right now. He sees the blitz, and he's able to flush the pocket. And once he's outside of the pocket, what I love most is that he kept his eyes downfield. As the wide receivers start working back toward him, he's able to find the completion because of that. Great job with his eyes, and a nice job recognizing that blitz and getting out of the pocket.
That's reeled in. It's Robinson. They get him to the ground, but it's first down now at the 28.
What an advantage for this offense that they have players that they can dump the ball off to on short completions, and then they can take it yards after the catch and create explosive plays. And here, again, it's about timing, getting the ball out quickly, and then the playmaking ability of these players on the outside.
They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10. So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
To throw, it's Mateer. He'll try a pass here. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
When we talked with the coaches, they said this was their concern. Their offensive line trying to hold up against this pass rush. And here, right away, they've got the quarterback under duress.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Third and goal. Looking to throw the ball. He'll be stopped short. Doesn't get there on the scramble. It'll set up fourth and goal.
What a great stop by this defense. Chris, here on third and goal, they're able to pursue and get the quarterback down on the ground, and now there's a huge decision to be made. Now this offense has got to decide, do you try to go for 6, or do you take the 3 points and kick a field goal?
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. From the shotgun, drops back, bringing pressure. This one falls incomplete on fourth down. It's a turnover on downs. Turnover on downs after that defensive stop.
Well, this is the risk you run. You're going to be this aggressive on the opening series of the game, and they don't get it. And now the momentum is clearly on the other side. What a great job by that defense. And now if I'm the offense going on the field, I'm going to be aggressive right away. In this sudden change environment, why not take a shot? The first couple of plays, I think they put the ball in the air. Now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
When you talk with quarterbacks, and in particular quarterback coaches, coordinators, play callers, they'll tell you that the mark of a great player at this position is a guy that can pick up 2 to 4 first downs with his legs. Sometimes it's not always going to be a quarterback run designed by the play, but the ability to
makes the catch and has space. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
big tight end who can run after the catch, Chris, that is every quarterback's dream. All you got to do is hit him in stride, and he does the rest. This guy is sensational.
And the Ducks will have 1st and 10 here. They'll try the ground game here. He's got space. And he goes out right near the 45-yard line. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. He makes the tackle, and that's going to be the final play of the 1st quarter. That's the end of 1. Still looking for our first points in the ballgame. Getting set here now for the 2nd period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening quarter. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Dropping back. It's Moore. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Chris, give credit to this quarterback and this offense. They continue to be patient and just continue to make 1st downs and now get the ball across the 50. Clearly now in scoring range, and as a quarterback, you've got to think to yourself, no sacks. You can't take a negative.
He's got it near the end zone. He will score. Touchdown, Ducks.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Looking for his big tight end. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup. It's the Oregon Ducks against the Miami Hurricanes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Joel Platt. Holly Rose on the sidelines experiencing the weather conditions today. Hey, Holly.
I can tell you on the field, we could not ask for better conditions this late in the season. It is a gorgeous day for college football here in this bowl game. I'm expecting both offenses to open it up and air it out. Perfect conditions. The field is in great shape. I'll keep you posted on just how things develop here on the field. Guys?
All right, thank you, Holly. Clearly, both teams are going to have to adjust to the weather here today. The Hurricanes will kick this away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Davison. Tackle made at the 29, so he picks up about 4 yards by bringing it out of the end zone. Dropping back. It's Moore. First play taken, a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Just get the sense that he's forcing the football down the field. That's a tight window throw, and he's trying to fit it in there, and it gets easily batted away. He needs to allow the offense to work for him and take what the defense gives him.
Look at a pass here on second down. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Handoff from the shotgun. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Really solid stuff from this offense here. Quarterback is making good reads. He sees in the RPO, the run-pass option, that the handoff is there. The defense is back. He gives it to his back, and he picks up a nice gain.
They look to throw it here on second down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
It looks to me like this quarterback is really struggling seeing the defense. This is just zone defense, and you can tell he's not very comfortable. He's sitting in the pocket. He doesn't understand where his eyes should start and where he should go with the football, and because of that, the indecision leads to a sack. He really needs to start locating the safety right at the snap to understand the coverage that he sees. This offense has got to stay out of these 3rd and long situations. This pass rush is too good, and here, more evidence of that. They get pressure, contact the quarterback as he throws, and now it's 4th down.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. The coach's choice to go for it does not pan out.
But they're trying to rely on those yards after the catch to pick up the first down. It's just not there. Chris, the pursuit and the ability to tackle in space, that's what's showing out for this defense, and they get off the field on 4th down.
And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
Offensively, they've got to find a way to run the football with more efficiency. If they're unable to do so, it will be a long day.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. He'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
I know it doesn't look like much, but I really like that play. Chris, first of all, you're getting yourself in a more manageable 3rd down situation, and the entire point of this thing is to move the chains. So creating this situation is not bad for the offense.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And the Canes keep the football on the move.
These are those little body punches in a heavyweight fight. You get a first down with the run game. The defense starts getting frustrated. Watch those safeties. If they start creeping up near the line of scrimmage, now you've got them as an offensive play caller. You can get to the play-action pass and take a shot over the top.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Here's the handoff. Fights through a tackle. Breaks into the clear. Past the 20. Goes out of bounds, but they're inside the 15 now.
They've got to change something up on defense because this defensive line is just not holding up. They're not winning at the line of scrimmage. These are huge, massive holes being created by the O-line, and the back is just taking advantage of it. They're going to have to commit more resources to stopping the run.
The back's got it. He's going toward the end zone. And he's in. A strong touchdown run. Touchdown, Miami.
You can't start any better than that as an offense. You get that ball and you go right down the field for a score. You know, a lot of times these offensive coordinators create scripts, the first 10 or 15 plays. They map them out during the week. Well, this one was mapped out perfect.
Point after, not quite through. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Davison. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Dropping back, it's Moore. It's an out route, the catch made. It's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28. The Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. And now you got to keep this momentum going.
Oh, that one's picked off. Could take it all the way. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
I always wonder, Chris, just how quickly these quarterbacks can forget about a mistake. And listen, they're going to happen. You're going to throw interceptions. But the great ones come back right away, and they play better because of them. We'll see how he reacts the rest of the game.
Makes a quick catch. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Chris, how often do we talk to these coaches and they talk about the sudden change that you've got to capitalize when you get a turnover, and here the offense is able to do that first snap after the defense gets the ball back and they're in the end zone. That is complimentary football 101.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Davison. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made on the out route. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series,
he cannot escape. It's a sack. So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long.
This is a no-chance play as a quarterback. This defensive end is getting off the ball so quickly. He is electric. That first step, he gets to the quarterback so quick, he's got nothing to do but protect the football. And thankfully for the offense, he's able to do so.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Back to throw. It's Moore. It's an out route. The catch made. The reception gets about 7 yards, with 4th down coming up here. So now Miami will use their first timeout. Now left with 2 of them here in the first half. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. He makes the tackle, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs. As we take a break for the quarter, it's Miami on top. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Trying to find room. It's Davison. Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's good run defense.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the second quarter. To throw, It's Moore. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
No, 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 no. You can't make that throw as a quarterback. The defense is all over that. The eyes are in the backfield. It's zone coverage. They know exactly where he's looking, and he's staring at his intended target the entire time. That throw has got to go in a different direction.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the out route. And they convert on third down. Move the ball to the 36. The Ducks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Well, this is a great job by this offense of just taking what the defense is going to give. If there's off coverage, just throw that out route right underneath the corner, and it's an easy pitch and catch for a first down.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's going to take off. No room to run. They bring him down for no gain.
This is such a good job by this defense. Chris, how many times do you hear me talk about staying in your rush lanes and really keeping that quarterback in the pocket? Well, this is the perfect job. Look at them all just push right back into the quarterback's lap. He's got nowhere to go. Even though he's trying to scramble, this is a scramble for no gain.
On third down, he drops to throw. He fires it down the middle. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
I tell you, you got to play well on third down. That's the money down for a quarterback. To be honest, Chris, I don't really care what a quarterback does on first and second. He's got to be great in situations. And one of those situations that I think about is third down. Unable to connect here, and now you got a decision to make on fourth.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He lets it go. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge fourth down stop. Defense makes the stop. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, that's a frustrating situation. Fourth down, you feel like you can connect there, and the timing just wasn't there, and it just falls incomplete. Credit the defense. They made life difficult on this offense, and the quarterback was just never in rhythm on that snap.
And the single back takes the handoff. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Receiver in motion now. On the ground, it's Pringle. Got an opening here. He's in the clear. He goes out of bounds, close to the 25.
Well, when you can run the football like this, everything is at your disposal. You can go play action. You can throw it down the field. This offensive line is doing a great job. Huge hole in the back. He's being explosive.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I think his best strength is havoc plays. He's constantly in the backfield. It doesn't matter if you're throwing the football, he's after the quarterback. You're running the football, he's in the backfield, tackling the running back. He's constantly in the backfield, which is just a pressure situation if you're on offense.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Deep shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. Grab for a touchdown.
This is really high-level football. It's about timing and spacing, in particular when the field gets condensed. Quarterback throws it on time. Beautiful route by the wide receiver, and it's a touchdown for this offense.
Yeah, the extra point, and the lead now 21-zip. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Hill. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, the pass is picked off.
Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense.
Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide against the Oregon Ducks. As always, great to have Holly Rowe reporting from the sidelines. Holly, what do you have?
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Guys?
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff.
The Ducks will kick this away to start us off.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Keeping it on the ground here. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
Looking to pass. It's Russell. The pass rush closing in. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Here comes the pressure. No fear shown by the freshman quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
It's going to be a really long day for this defense. If they can't corral this quarterback in these scrambles, he's dropping back nowhere to throw, or he just sees an open lane. Look at this quickness that he's able to use. He gets across the line to gain, moves the chains for a first down.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. They're going to run it here. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
You know, Chris, one of the things we don't talk about enough in quarterback play is the decision-making in the run game. And here in the RPO, he makes a great read. He's not throwing the football. It doesn't go on his stat sheet, but he hands the football off on a beautiful read, and it's a nice, productive game for this offense. It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. Look at them stay in their rush lanes and get a nice stop.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. He's got space. Breaks into the clear. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
This back is just so dynamic. Here on third down, he's able to get a little space, and then watch out because he is going to burn you. He is so elusive. He gets some nice blocks on the outside, and he's able to get a big gain.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. Looks like he's going to run it. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
A play like that can be so frustrating for a defense because, Chris, it's such a good play by the quarterback. He's able to get what he can get, create a more manageable down and distance, and he gets down and avoids the big hit. As a defense, you would at least love to get a big hit on him outside of the pocket, but they're unable to do so.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
This is exactly what pops up on film in preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on and then his instincts to go make the tackle.
And the Ducks just can't get their defense off the field.
I like the decisive decision from the quarterback there. He saw zone defense, got to his completion right away, and moved the chains.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Good pass. Here comes a jet sweep. It's caught. He's got room. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Well, we knew this was going to be a big plan for this offense. Getting on the edge with the speed that they have at wide receiver. As a defense, they've got to be prepared for this. They've got to set the edge. They're unable to do it here, and this is a massive play early in this game for this offense down the field.
He'll hand it off. They bring him down, but not before he gets to the 5-yard line.
That's just a tremendous job up front. This offensive line doing work. This blocking scheme is perfect. That's a great run, setting them up for 1st and goal. This running back continues to do well. I'm so impressed with this offense overall, but in particular what they're doing in the run game.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
As the field condenses in the red zone, it becomes so difficult to run the football, and I think it becomes even more difficult to do it out of the shotgun. Because remember, you need space, you need to put the defense in conflict, and if you're not able to do that, then you need extra blockers. You need the tight end, you need the fullback, and you need to get downhill. You can't really do that out of the shotgun. That is a difficult throw, Chris. You're throwing into some tight windows in this position on the field. You just got to be careful with the football. The last thing you want to do is put this ball in harm's way and create a turnover. This quarterback has got to be more careful.
Here's the option play. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Powers into the end zone. Looks like a design run all the way, and the big guys up front do a great job for the touchdown.
Chris, these type of plays and these schemes are such an advantage for the offense. You're adding that extra player to the run game by having your quarterback carry the football, and it's so difficult to adjust for a defense. And that physicality of that O-line, you're exactly right. They're winning the line of scrimmage, and it's an easy touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Davison. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. This should be the last play of the quarter. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he made the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to an end. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Well, they try the middle, but stuff for no gain.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. That completion sets up an important third down play. Looking to throw. It's Moore. And here comes a deep shot. Lucky for the junior quarterback that didn't get picked off.
This group is just not on the same page right now. The timing, something about this offense seems off, and clearly the quarterback is feeling that.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory.
Here we go. Ready? Blue 30. Hey. Booster. Western. Go.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looks to the left. Pass caught. And he goes out right near the 45-yard line.
What an outstanding effort by this wide receiver. Again, good ball placement. It allows for yards after the catch, there's no doubt. But then it's about the effort, the athleticism, and the want-to of that player on the outside. And he does a great job. Once that ball is in his hands, you can tell there was no denying him that first down. These run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you, they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage second and third down opportunities.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Lets it fly to the wide out. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
Just not quite on the same page. There are some days you get to the park and it's just not working, and this is just an incompletion that I can't explain.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Quick throw to his receiver. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. Offense trying to convert again on fourth down. They'll go for it. Scanning the field. It's Moore. Looking downfield. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Tackled after the return, but a huge takeaway. Could be a momentum shift right there.
Chris, I think the true measure of a quarterback is not how you're playing when everything's going well, but how quickly can you bounce back from a mistake. And here, interceptions are going to happen, but what does the quarterback do moving forward? How quickly can he get back into rhythm?
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. On the move now. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Chris, I love it when a play caller is putting the game in the hands of his playmakers, and he's clearly doing that with this quarterback and the guys surrounding the quarterback. He is such a good reader of defenses, and he plays on time. He throws the ball accurately, and when you do all of those things with a coordinator that likes to be aggressive, big plays happen like they do right here.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. That's caught. It's Edwards. Oh, look out, he's got open space. He make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone.
Well, this is the advantage of a good quality big tight end, is that he can basically just post up the defense on a third down and you create a first down for your offense. This is the type of mismatch that I think they should exploit the rest of the day.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Pressure is coming. Oh, and they sack him. The pass rush making a big impact.
Finally, they're able to disrupt this passing game. This quarterback has been in rhythm. This offense has had a really good series, and you've got to do something. You've got to change up the look, change up the launch point, and they're able to get pressure on the quarterback and finally get him down to the ground. And now, at least you've got a better chance to try to get off the field.
The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down. To see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
This defense told us their goal on every series is to end the series with a kick, whether that's a punt or a field goal. And here, a stop on third down, in particular leading to fourth and long, it looks like they'll be able to achieve that objective as the field goal unit really should come on the field.
And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a second and short.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first. You know, this is such good defense. Even if he catches this, I don't think he's getting much. It's thrown fairly short. Defense is there. Incomplete. Seems kind of nondescript.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. To the air. It's Moore. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Well, you know this head coach told his offensive play caller that he's got 2 snaps here to get the first down. You throw it on third and 1, you can come right back and run the football on fourth and 1.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. It's a keeper trying to get to the marker. So the choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time.
I mean, what an incredible stop defensively. This offense is trying to go down and cut into the lead. They get the ball to start the third quarter, so they feel like they can double up, and yet you take one of those away as a defense. Really good job.
First down, looking to throw the football. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They could complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
Running out of time in the pocket. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Alabama.
Great teams close the half well, and it's exactly what we're seeing here, extending the lead going into halftime. The offense goes out there, executes, and puts it in the end zone. This team is running on all cylinders right now.
Lining up to try the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Looking to throw. It's Moore. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down. Getting set. Here's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
A sack like that on second down is a drive killer. Now third and forever, and now this pass rush, you know, is going to have their ears pinned back. You are in a one-way go. This is a perfect opportunity to try to throw a screen, maybe a draw, trying to force this ball down the field. This is when turnover.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Returner choosing to field this one. And the returner is brought down. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. After falling way behind in the first half, they need to find a spark right now to cut into this big lead. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And the pressure's on. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Back to throw. It's Moore. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
That's the money down that defensive coordinators always talk to us about, Chris. They talk about running their exotic coverages, doing...
Wait, check this out, Joel. The offense is going to go for it here on fourth down. Needs a completion here on fourth down. He escapes the pocket. Lets it go quickly. Wide open downfield. Breaking into the clear. He'll be ruled down there, but a fourth down conversion with plenty to spare. And the quarterback features the wide receiver. He's been one of the few bright spots for this offense today. Joe, can he make a play to make up this deficit?
Well, I think he might have to, Chris, because as you suggested, there just isn't much going right for this offense at this point, other than the matchup you've got on the outside. He's creating space. He's been reliable with his hands. That's where you can move the football. You might as well sit right there because that's what's working.
Offense getting set. It's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking deep downfield to the left. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. But now it's third down.
Absolutely love this play call. I know it wasn't successful, but that's the exact situation where you want to take a shot. You feel like you're going to convert here on third down. You've only got inches to go. Why not take a shot and really force this defense to protect the entirety of the field? Just didn't go your way this time. Keep that in your back pocket. This guy's in complete control right now. He doesn't love what he sees down the field, and he sees an opening for his legs, and he's able to take it. He gets the line to gain, and then he slides and avoids the hit. A++. This quarterback's playing at a very high level.
He's got it with room to run. Touchdown, Oregon. No chance to catch him there.
Right back in this football game. That's a big score here in the third quarter to try to cut into that deficit. And this is a very different feel now with the defense coming on the field. You get a stop, get the ball back for an offense that's created some momentum.
PAT is good. They trail now by 10, 17-7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Russell. Looking deep to the right side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
This is one of the advantages of playing zone defense is that the eyes of the defender are all over the quarterback. So even though it looks like a completion, he's able to break on the football and create contact to knock it loose.
Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Rodgers. He stopped short of that first down marker. It's going to bring up 4th and 3. Trying for a 4th down completion. Taking a shot deep down the right side. And he can't connect the gamble.
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Menu narration option is set to off.
Doesn't pay off. So the defense gets a stop. Offense turns it over on downs.
You know, these 4th down situations, it usually comes down to execution. And right there, defense is executing, offense is not. Unable to connect, it's incomplete and going the other direction.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. The Ducks are going to cash in here in the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Here comes the rush. Catch made on the left side. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
I just love to see it, Chris. Just when a quarterback stands in there, he knows he's going to get hit, and he still makes a good throw for a completion. That is the toughness and the courage that allows you to be a leader on the sideline. Everybody looking at that quarterback, and they know he's willing to stand in there and take one in the chops.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Using his legs, it's Davison. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards.
This is a great example from this defense of how to stop the RPO. 1, stay home. Don't give the quarterback a definitive read. That encourages him to just hand off the football. That's kind of his base read. And Chris, once he does so, then you fly to the football, you play with great effort, and you tackle in space, which they're able to do.
Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. Sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. Back to pass. It's Moore. Touchdown, Ducks! What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment.
Well, you know, they trust their quarterback. It's first and goal. You're at the 1-yard line. He's still throwing the ball. Tight window throw, but this is what makes him so good. Good decision, good ball, touchdown offense.
See if they can convert the point after. The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Last time they gambled and lost, went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. Grinding away on the ground. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
This has always been a pet peeve of mine from a quarterback perspective, is these nondescript run plays against what is clearly a run-oriented defense. You've got to have the opportunity to throw play action, create some sort of little RPO, give the decision to the quarterback and not just calling this on the sideline.
Alabama comes up to the line quickly. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver. Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. He'll be ruled down there, but a 4th down conversion with plenty to spare.
What a huge conversion there, and it really tightens their grip on this game. Aggressive football to go for it there from their head coach, and their team pays it off with a nice conversion.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And now the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, this is a great example of how to defend the RPO from a defensive perspective. Number one, your secondary player has to stay home and defend the pass. Then you've got to get off blocks up front. And when you're one-on-ones, if you can do that as a front 7, you can stop the run without the help of that secondary, and you can shut down the RPO.
Scanning the field, it's Russell. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down to the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a 1st down.
That is putting a massive amount of trust in this quarterback, and he pays it off. What a great completion for a 1st down, and now one more 1st down is going to salt this game away. But I think they need to run the football to do it. Boy, really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier. And a great tackle in the backfield.
Big throw caught on the left side. Stop for no gain. Excellent tackle. And the Ducks will signal for their 1st timeout. They'll still have 2 available as we approach the end of this game. 9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Thrown to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. We could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
Man, Chris, you don't get many chances to just make a catch that wide open in the end zone. He has got to bring that one in. It's a good route, good throw. You've got to capitalize on these opportunities. You don't get many in big games, and here, that is a huge opportunity missed.
Leading here in the 4th quarter will keep the offense on the field, trying to stretch the lead and keep possession. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And it's good right down the middle.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Dropping back. It's Moore. Extending the play now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly.
Good scramble by this quarterback. I know it doesn't pick up a ton of yards here, but you're creating a more manageable down and distance, and you're getting down and avoiding the hit. It's a really good job managing the game and managing the hits that you're going to take throughout the game.
Now the offense will take a timeout here with 30 seconds remaining.
These aren't going to work. You've got to get the ball down the field. I know it can be tough because as a quarterback, you're just taught, don't put the ball in harm's way. But there's times, and this is it, where you've got to force it down the field.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And it's hauled in. What a catch. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33. The Ducks looking to use the up-tempo offense here. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's another deep shot. Touchdown, Oregon. A deep shot for the score.
What a moment for this group. Get it in the end zone like this to tie the game, and now just an extra point away. This is when you got to go out there and execute. I know it seems like a simple thing, Chris, but you got to go execute this extra point.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. The kick is up and good. They got the lead now in the final seconds. Can the defense hang on? Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Back to pass. It's Russell. Looking deep for late-game heroics. And it's hauled in way downfield. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. And they're going to go with the Wildcat formation and an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. And it's a direct snap. That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. So out comes the field goal unit, one of the biggest moments in this kicker's life. So here we go. In the final seconds, one swing of the leg for the win. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. After the miss, still losing by that single point. And that will wrap up our coverage. Hope you enjoyed the game. For Joel Pratt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Space City Financial Stadium. It's the Oregon Ducks against the Houston Cougars. Holly Rowe joins us now from her ringside vantage point. Holly?
Thanks, guys. The Cougars head coach told me one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today.